Once upon a time, in a distant land, lived a young girl with dreams bigger than her self-esteem. This is our protagonist, a vibrant spirit concealed under layers of self-doubt and uncertainty. Her name, let's say, was Emily. Emily was just like any other young girl in her town, but she had a unique spark within her. A spark that, unfortunately, was dimmed by her low self-esteem. From a young age, Emily had been battling a silent war with herself. Her dreams were as vast as the ocean, yet her self-esteem was as shallow as a puddle. She dreamt of writing stories that would captivate the world, but her self-doubt told her she wasn't good enough. Her imagination was her escape, but her self-esteem was her prison. Her days were filled with a constant struggle between her aspirations and her self-perception. She wanted to shine, but her low self-worth kept her in the shadows. The classroom, the playground, the dinner table, everywhere she went, her self-esteem followed, whispering words of self-doubt and undermining her potential. This struggle wasn't just internal, it reflected in her daily life. Emily would hesitate to raise her hand in class, even when she knew the answer. She would shy away from participating in school activities, fearing she wouldn't be good enough. Her dreams of becoming an author seemed more like a distant fantasy than a reachable goal. Her low self-esteem was like a heavy anchor holding her back from sailing towards her dreams. Yet despite her struggles, Emily never stopped dreaming. She held on to her dreams, even when her self-esteem told her they were too big for her. Little did she know that this was just the beginning of her journey. A journey of self-discovery, self-improvement, and self-healing. A journey that would eventually lead her to realize her true worth. Her self-worth was at an all-time low, but little did she know, her journey to self-discovery had just begun. Every journey starts with a single step, and hers started with a realization. In the quiet solitude of her room, our young heroine faced a stark truth. She understood that her self-esteem, or rather the lack of it, was a shackle binding her potential. It wasn't a pleasant discovery, but it was a necessary one. This realization was the spark that ignited the flame of change, and that's where our story truly begins. The first step was acknowledging her self-doubt. She named it, called it out, and refused to let it lurk in the shadows any longer. She realized that she had been feeding it with her own self-deprecating beliefs, and it was time to starve it instead. She understood that the road to self-improvement begins with self-awareness, and that self-awareness is the first step to change. Next, she took a leap of faith and decided to challenge her limitations. She questioned every negative thought she had about herself, every "I can't," every "I'm not good enough." She replaced them with affirmations of strength, power, and potential. She refused to accept her self-imposed limitations and instead decided to defy them. She sought out resources to help her on this journey. Books, podcasts, inspirational talks, anything that could provide her with the tools she needed to build her self-worth. She made a commitment to learn and grow, to understand her value and to nurture it. She also realized the importance of self-care. She understood that taking care of her body, mind, and spirit was integral to improving her self-esteem. So, she began to exercise regularly, to eat healthily, to meditate, and to indulge in activities she enjoyed. She realized that self-care is not selfish, it's necessary. And finally, she decided to surround herself with positivity. She chose to spend time with people who uplifted her, who believed in her, and who encouraged her to believe in herself. She had decided to no longer be a prisoner of her own insecurities. This was her declaration of independence. Her journey towards self-improvement had begun. It was a journey that required courage, determination, and a whole lot of self-love. But she was ready to embrace her worth and live her life to the fullest. In her journey, she discovered 5 quick tricks that helped her boost her self-worth. The first trick she unearthed was the power of positive affirmation. Every morning, she would look in the mirror and say, "I am worthy, I am enough, I am capable." This simple yet profound practice helped her shift her mindset. She began to see herself as someone who was deserving of love, respect, and success. Positive affirmations became her daily mantra, her armor against the world's negativity. Just like her, you too can harness the power of positive affirmations to shift your mindset and boost your self-worth. The second trick was the act of self-care. She realized that taking care of her physical, mental, and emotional health was not an act of selfishness, but a necessity. She started taking time out for herself, be it a relaxing bath, a quiet walk in the park, or simply sitting in silence with a cup of tea. By prioritizing her well-being, she was sending a powerful message to herself: I am important, I matter. Self-care is not a luxury but a necessity. It's a powerful way to show yourself that you are important and that you matter. The third trick was setting boundaries. She learned to say no when things didn't align with her values or when they drained her energy. She discovered that by setting boundaries, she was not only protecting her energy, but also reaffirming her worth. She realized that her time, energy, and feelings were valuable, and she had every right to protect them. Setting boundaries is an act of self-respect and a vital step towards boosting your self-worth. The fourth trick was practicing gratitude. She started maintaining a gratitude journal, writing down 3 things she was grateful for each day. This simple practice shifted her focus from what was lacking in her life to what was abundant. She realized that she had so much to be thankful for, which boosted her self-worth. Gratitude is a powerful tool that can help you shift your focus from scarcity to abundance, thereby boosting your self-worth. The fifth and final trick was embracing her imperfections. She realized that perfection is an illusion. She understood that it's her quirks, her mistakes, and her imperfections that make her unique. She started loving and accepting herself, flaws and all. She discovered that self-love is the cornerstone of self-worth. By embracing your imperfections, you too can boost your self-worth. These tricks were her stepping stones, leading her towards a stronger sense of self-worth. Each of these tricks played a pivotal role in her journey towards self-improvement and healing. They helped her transform her self-image, boost her self-worth, and ultimately change her life. And the beautiful part is, these tricks are not exclusive to her. They're universal. They can be applied by anyone, anywhere. So why not give them a try? Who knows? They might just be the stepping stones you need to embark on your own journey towards self-worth. Amidst these tricks, she found a secret weapon that made all the difference: a daily routine. There's something magical about daily routines, something that quietly yet profoundly impacts our journey of self-improvement. It's like a silent river that shapes the rocks on its path, subtly and gradually, but with undeniable power. Imagine a potter and his clay. The clay doesn't transform into a beautiful piece of pottery in one swift move. It takes consistent spinning, shaping, and molding, over and over, day after day. That's the power of routine. It's the constant, gentle pressure that shapes us into our best selves. Our young girl understood this. She realized that self-improvement isn't a one-time event. It's a journey, a daily commitment. And so, she set out to create her own daily routines. Every morning, she'd wake up and take a few moments to breathe, to be present, to set her intentions for the day. This practice grounded her, reminding her that each day was a fresh start, a new chance to grow and improve. She'd then spend some time journaling, pouring her thoughts and feelings onto paper. This routine helped her understand herself better, to see her fears, hopes, and dreams in black and white. It was a safe space where she could be honest with herself, where she could express her deepest thoughts without fear of judgment. Physical activity was another vital part of her routine. Whether it was a brisk walk, a high-energy dance session, or a calming yoga routine, she understood the importance of keeping her body active and healthy. It was her way of respecting and caring for the vessel that carried her through life. She also made time for learning every day. Reading books, watching informative videos, or taking online courses, the form didn't matter. What mattered was the commitment to growth, to expanding her knowledge and understanding of the world. And lastly, she cultivated a routine of gratitude. Each night, she'd reflect on her day and jot down 3 things she was grateful for. It could be as simple as a delicious meal, a kind word from a friend, or a beautiful sunset. This practice helped her focus on the positive aspects of her life, making her realize how truly blessed she was. These routines were her lighthouse, guiding her through the stormy seas of self-doubt and fear. They gave her a sense of control, a sense of purpose. They became an integral part of her journey to cultivating self-worth. And what's beautiful is, these routines can be tailored to fit anyone's life. They're not rigid rules, but flexible guidelines. They're a tool, a framework that helps us become the best version of ourselves. Her daily routines became her sanctuary, a place where she could nurture her self-worth. And so can yours. So start today. Create your daily routine. Make it something you look forward to, something that brings you joy and growth. And watch as the magic unfolds. With her newfound self-worth, the young girl started to reach heights she never thought possible. Her journey wasn't just about overcoming struggles, it was about reaching for the stars. As her self-worth grew, so did her accomplishments. In school, she started to excel. Grades were no longer a source of anxiety, but a testament to her hard work and determination. She was no longer the girl who doubted her abilities, but the girl who believed in them, and that was a game changer. She started to participate in extracurricular activities, something she would have shied away from before. She discovered talents she didn't know she had. Her painting won the school art competition. Her essay on The Power of Self-Worth won a citywide contest. She was even elected as the class president, a role that she carried out with grace and confidence. Each success, each achievement was a stepping stone, a validation of her worth. But the journey didn't stop at school. It extended into her career. She began as a junior editor at a publishing house, a job she had always dreamed of. She was diligent, dedicated, and her work ethic was impeccable. Her superiors noticed her potentials, and promotions followed. She climbed the corporate ladder, not because she was lucky, but because she was capable, and she knew it. Her self-worth played a crucial role in these successes. You see, self-worth is not just about feeling good about yourself. It's about understanding your value and recognizing your potentials. It's about not letting fear of failure or rejection hold you back. It's about stepping out of your comfort zone, taking risks, and embracing challenges. And that's exactly what she did. She didn't just work hard, she worked smart. She didn't just aim high, she aimed higher. She didn't just meet expectations, she exceeded them. She didn't just overcome obstacles, she turned them into stepping stones. She was her own biggest critic, but also her own biggest cheerleader. She believed in herself, in her worth, and that belief fueled her journey to success. The girl who once thought she was nothing more than average, the girl who once doubted her abilities, was now a successful woman. She was respected by her peers, admired by her juniors, and looked up to by many. She was a woman who knew her worth, a woman who knew she was capable of great things. She was a woman who didn't just dream of success, but chased it, embraced it, and owned it. She was no longer the timid girl with low self-esteem. She was now a force to be reckoned with. She understood that success wasn't just about reaching the top. It was about the journey, the lessons learned, the challenges overcome, and most importantly, it was about knowing your worth. Because when you know your worth, the sky is not the limit, it's just the beginning. Her journey didn't stop at success. It led her to a new passion, writing. Just when she thought she had reached the pinnacle of her achievements, she discovered a fresh avenue to channel her experiences and the wisdom she had amassed along the way. She decided to become an author, not because she sought another feather in her cap, but because she yearned to inspire others with her story, to light the way for those who found themselves in the same dark trenches she once navigated. She understood the power of words, how they could build bridges, mend hearts, and spark revolutions. She wanted to wield this power, not for herself, but for those who needed it. She was a woman who had journeyed from the depths of self-doubt to the heights of self-worth, and she wanted to share the map of her journey with the world. Writing wasn't just a hobby or a job for her, it was a calling. She saw her past self in every character she crafted, her struggles in every plot twist, and her victories in every resolution. Her stories were mirrors, reflecting not just her own life, but the lives of countless women who, like her, were on a path of self-healing and self-improvement. She wrote about the young girl she once was, lost and unsure, and the woman she had become, strong and assured. She wrote about the challenges she faced, the setbacks that threatened to break her, and the triumphs that propelled her forward. She wrote about the power of believing in oneself, of recognizing one's worth, and of never giving up, no matter how steep the climb. Her words resonated with readers across the globe. They saw themselves in her stories, felt understood in their struggles, and found hope in her victories. Her books became a beacon of hope, a testament to the power of self-worth and the magic that unfolds when one dares to believe in oneself. But she didn't just write to inspire, she wrote to learn. With every word she penned, she delved deeper into her own journey, unearthing insights and wisdom that she hadn't realized she possessed. Writing became her mirror, reflecting her growth and evolution, reminding her of the strength she had harnessed and the mountains she had moved. In becoming an author, she found a new sense of purpose. She was no longer just a successful woman, she was a storyteller, a guide, a beacon of hope. She was a woman who used her past to light the way for others, who used her words to inspire, to uplift, to empower. She was no longer just successful, she was now a beacon of hope for others. Her story is a testament to the power of self-belief, a shining example of how one can rise from the ashes, armed with nothing but faith in oneself and the courage to keep going, no matter what. The young girl's story is a testament to the power of self-worth. In the past few moments, we've journeyed through the life of a young girl who, despite her initial struggles, found her self-worth and soared to the heights of success. She not only thrived in school but also carved out a successful career path for herself, ultimately becoming a renowned author. And all of this was possible because she dared to believe in herself and put in the inner work to recognize her true value. Throughout this story, we've shared 5 quick tricks that she used to boost her self-worth. She learned to challenge negative thoughts, to practice self-care, to set boundaries, to cultivate gratitude, and to pursue activities that sparked joy in her life. These tricks, simple as they sound, can be truly transformative when applied consistently. Next, we explored the magic of daily routines. The young girl discovered that adhering to a routine that nurtures her physical, mental, and emotional health played a pivotal role in her journey of self-improvement. It's a gentle reminder for all of us that consistency in nurturing oneself is a cornerstone in the foundation of self-worth. But what is the importance of self-worth really? Why is it so crucial to our lives? Well, self-worth is the belief in one's own value. It's about recognizing our strengths, embracing our weaknesses, and accepting ourselves wholeheartedly. It's the fuel that drives our ambition, the wind beneath our wings that propels us forward, and the anchor that holds us steady during life's storms. When we boost our self-worth, we're not just improving our view of ourselves. We're also improving our relationships, our careers, and our overall quality of life. We're giving ourselves permission to succeed, to be happy, and to live our lives to the fullest. Remember, self-worth is the foundation of success, and just like the young girl, you too can build yours. If you made it this far, you are a true trooper and dedicated to your self-love healing journey. Please subscribe and comment down below what your takeaways are from this topic. Thank you from my heart to yours. I truly appreciate all of your views, comments, and likes. Until next time, stay blessed, friends.